Villa 1, Manchester United 2. United are on the march. It's 3 wins in a row. This is FUTV, Forever United TV. I'm Adam. We are talking Villa 1, United 2. Scotty 2, HOTTY again off the bench. I'm making it happen for United. I called it in the game. I said he'll go to Scott. He'll just hope that he can turn up on the end of a ball that's gone into the box and win the game for us. And he did. Another goal for Hojlund, 5 in a row. United looking quite comfortable at times as well. And a win away from home against a team in the top 4. Now then, is that enough for you to be convinced that United have turned the page? And now we are actually going forward right now. Get your comments in the live section, guys. And make sure you do comment once the video is finished live as well, everybody. We are talking Manchester United. Another win, and Ten Hag, he's looking like he's getting it out of this. He's getting the tune out of these players now. Only 3 shots on target for Manchester United in that game, but 2 of them were goals. Now, snatch and grab, some might say, but I felt we were comfortable. I thought we were wasteful with the ball. I thought we had good opportunities in that game. I actually thought that Manchester United should have had more goals. We just didn't capitalise. Craig said it in the watch-along to me. He said, look, you basically are just not putting teams away, and we're always up against it. We are starting off the stream. Wow, I've just seen a mega super chat in from Brian. LFC, congrats Adam and MUFC fans, well done, and thanks for the entertaining watch along on top of the league, mate. Absolutely love that. Thank you so much, Brian. What a way to start off the reaction show, guys. Get your comments in. Get your player, like your ratings and your player performances and everyone who stood out for you in that game today. There's quite a lot to discuss in terms of Manchester United's performance there today, because questions were asked. Can we continue this run? We had 2 in a row. Wolves and West Ham. Big results for us. Can we do it now against Aston Villa? I keep going back to the start of this month, and I had you guys on the live stream, and I was talking, how many points can Manchester United make out of February? We've got 15 to fight for. We've got Wolves, West Ham, Villa, Luton, Fulham. How many of them games? Nobody, hardly anybody said we'd get maximum points. I think just a couple of people, but we're on the cusp of it now. All we have to do is beat Luton and Fulham, and we've had a maximum February. Again, this unbeaten February run that Manchester United have run, how many seasons is it going back now? I think this is the 3rd season now we're unbeaten in February. The run continues. We are absolutely smashing it. And no, Renovate, Revenite, Lindelof is not man of the match. I hate him. I cannot stand the man in my team. I really can't. We'll get into what was going on with Luke Shaw and injuries and everything like that and other concerns. We'll listen out for Ten Hag's comments. We are hoping to get Jay in as well, guys. So I will keep looking back and seeing if Jay has arrived in the room and then bring him through for his thoughts as well. But if not, we've got plenty to go on ourselves here right now. I just have to start off by saying, on TV, it was called as Harry Maguire man of the match. And you know what? I think I agree. I think Harry Maguire deserves man of the match today. I said at the start of the game, some big players, some senior players needed to stand up for United to do well today. I had Onana down. I had Harry Maguire down as the main 2. General Foodie has been a member for 2 months straight now. Legend of the channel. Massive 3 points, he says in the chat. It was a huge 3 points to make it 3 wins in a row. Back to Harry Maguire again. Guys, get your comments in on Harry Maguire in the chat right now. I want to know. He has stepped in for Martinez today. We were all worried last week when Martinez went off. Who was going to replace him? How would we go? We all went, well, I went, Evans and Varane. Maguire stepped in today and he didn't miss a thing. He's got an assist. He made some crucial headers. He got that slab head onto absolutely everything that came into either box. He was outstanding today for me, Harry Maguire, and I thought deserved man of the match. I've had a private message off James already. I need my apologies, he says, for my Maguire and McTominay. I mean, I've said it all along with McTominay. I said he's a great squad player. He can sit on the bench and come on and score goals. Have the impact like he's done in these games. And he's done it nearly every single time. I mean, what's he got now? He's at 7 or 8. 4 of them have been off the bench, I think minimum. I can remember 2 against Brentford, Wolves, this game tonight as well. Oh, that's where he needs to be. That's Scott McTominay's place. He's a squad player. He could actually become a legend by being a super club. super sub. General Foodie has donated a membership taken by Kyle Alford. Welcome to the members club, my friend. Make sure you're liking the video, guys. We're up to 60 odd already. We're nearly there, guys. I want that 100 mark quickly. 300, over 300 in the room with us right now, guys. Get onto it, please. Let's get them likes up, everybody. Get your comments coming in. I'm looking for Maguire. Mel says Maguire stepped up today. I haven't shouted so much in a while. I think we were all shouting after the Wolves game, but I'm liking these late winners at the moment. Anything Spurs can do, United can do better. It was huge, this game, because of what happened with Spurs yesterday. We cannot get cut adrift. We've got 2 games now. I fully expect United to win. We're on a bit of a march. We know how tough March, April and May are going to be with them games. We've got some seriously hard games coming up, and we need to get a bit of momentum. February was the perfect opportunity to build some momentum. 2024 has been a fantastic year so far for Manchester United. Unbeaten, Rasmus Hojlund scoring freely every single week. Manchester United, what is it in the league? I think we've had 4 games so far this season, this year. What was that now? So that's 3 wins, 1 draw. We are in form. We are in form, and we cannot be discounted in this top 4 race now. We are well and truly back on track. Jay is almost ready to enter the room as well, guys. I'm going to be bringing him in shortly. Just bear with me on that one. I'll bring him in. But get your comments in on them players. Onana today. What do we think of Onana? He stepped up for me today. I thought he was decent. I really did think he was solid. Didn't really make any mistakes at all. And caught pretty much everything. His handling was good. Made some crucial saves as well, especially in the first half, I thought. And I thought, you know what? He deserves his praise today. He really does deserve his praise. I think Onana right now needs to use this sort of game. Same with Maguire. Move forward now. This is where it needs to be. This is where it needs to be for these players. There's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse. And Jay is in the room, everybody. Jay, can you hear us? Are you a happy man?
Adam, we have finally gone to a stream together where we're both happy. Over my shoulder here, you can see a print. It says Commitment, the first book in pursuit of excellence. Today, I finally saw, I say 10 players committed. There's a player I want to chat about later on, but today we got commitment. Last night, we asked for our Nana to step up and do what we asked for. Come off your line, narrow down angles. Don't be a statue. Command your box. And do goalkeeping one-on-one. Stop some shots. So yes, Adam, tonight we are going to give Onana his flowers tonight.
Yes, I think he deserves it. I think players, you know what, call it as it is. You got to call it as it is. We've slagged them off enough, and we're happy to do that after performances. I think it's constructive criticism. I think it's right, but you've got to praise them when they deserve praising as well. I do believe that a lot of players there tonight actually just put in a shift. No one was absolutely outstanding, fantastic going forward for me, but everyone stuck together as a team, and we do seem to have that team spirit about us right now, and that is important. I feel like that's what's going to carry us forward. Super chat from Block N2410. Get in there. Bring on Luton and Fulham. 15 points out of 15 for February. Cheers for that, buddy. We have a new member in the house, which is Shankar. That was gifted by the Honest Tiger. Thank you, my friend. You absolute legend. Over 100 likes in the stream, guys. Please keep liking the video, everybody. Get your thoughts in. Jay, we talked about Onana there. We'll probably talk about him a bit later on again. But on the Tannoy, it was announced by Sky TV, man of the match, Harry Maguire. Slabhead came in. We were calling for Johnny Evans yesterday. We thought he deserved to be in. But Maguire's come in today. I thought it was fantastic today, Jay. I thought he met everything with his head, as a big slabhead like him should do. But give the man some credit. I thought he was solid today.
Again, Adam, here we are, 2024. I'm doing shows with you now probably 3 or 4 years, and collectively, it's the first time that we're going to give Harry Maguire credit. I'm very happy to do it. He got man of the match, and deservedly so. He was present at the back. Harry Maguire today actually showed some leadership traits. There's a couple of times where the camera is on them and he's giving the referee a bollocking. Previously, when he wasn't captain, he never did that. So I think you may see the best of Harry Maguire without the weight of that armband on his shoulder. Today at times was immense. He got man of the match, and credit you, and assisted for the goal. And actually, I do have to apologise. About 3 minutes before he got the header assisted for the goal, I tweeted I tweeted after he missed a header over the bar from the corner kick. I said, Harry, it's not a blue son. So I'm actually going to apologise for that one. But Q1, Maguire man of the match. I'm there for it, mate.
That's it. That's it. It's all important, the result at the end of the day. A performance, like we said, you know what? We're not going to get performances week in, week out right now. The only performance we're looking for is a team that's going to get stuck in, that's going to be solid, that's going to grind out some results in tough games. And that, for us, away from home, against a team that's in the top four, Jay, that was a turning point I think all United fans were waiting for. Yes, you can beat your Wolves and your West Hams, the so-called run-of-the-mill mid-table teams of the Premier League. But Villa have been pulling up trees this season. Yes, they've dropped off a bit recently, and we've seen a bit of drop in form before this game, which gave us hope. They weren't completely at it. They weren't as bad as what they've been, and for us to beat them there and come back from conceding that goal, which I thought might have turned it in their favour towards the back end of the game, I feel like we have definitely turned the corner. 3 wins in a row, and to do it at Villa Park, 2 of these games away from home where United have been severely criticised this season for our form and how we've played, I think we can start getting a little bit excited that with Luton coming up and Fulham coming up, we could be on the cusp of a little bit of a decent run here, Jay.
Yeah, look, 3 wins out of 3. Obviously very happy, but let's not get too gassed just yet. Once we went goal ahead, and as you know, you watch football a long time, Adam, you're at your most vulnerable. We set back and invited Villa into that game. Villa bossed that midfield. Bruno Fernandes, for me, I'm sure you saw it on X. Everyone was commenting that he was too far forward, running around like a head's chicken. I know set pieces, corner kicks, he's a threat, but you're leading 1-0 away from home. Sure, logic would dictate. Bruno, come back in midfield, just to be a few yards ahead of Casemiro Menu and step back. He was almost like he was playing like auxiliary striker. And I think in the first half, we were looking to go in and 1-0 at half time. Once they got the equaliser, I felt they were again the ascendancy. And again, I got to give Ten Hag credit today. He brought on Scott McTominay, the much benign Scott McTominay that we've always criticised. The low Supercross goal 2-1. So there is positives from today, but we also have to look at we got lucky today as well. Ollie Watkins will never again in his career shoot directly at the goalkeeper 3 times in one match.
Yeah. No, you can call it luck, you can call it going a yard either side of a lot of attempts from Villa and it's a different ball game. You could call it also on the positive side, good positioning from Andre Onana. He's where he needs to be to make it look easier. We don't want miraculous saves, we just want a keeper to actually do his job. And I felt Onana did that today. Yeah, you can, like I said, say he was definitely lucky the ball wasn't a couple of yards, a yard either side of him on a few of these attempts, but wow, I think we've actually, today though, I think we showed character more than anything. We did, like, big credit to Dalot for that cross. Proper fullback play. I mean, I was concerned when I seen Lindelof coming on in the second half for Luke Shaw, simply because there's another defender that's been out for a while that's now gone off injured, clearly, in Luke Shaw. That's 2 from the players that have come back in. Martinez and Shaw both out now. We said he's going to need his squad. He's had to use his squad here today. Just to go back to you there on Bruno Fernandes again, I would say Bruno was probably our worst player today out of everyone for their jobs within the team. I thought he gave the ball away needlessly, I think, for their goal in the build-up to it all. He could have played a simpler pass and he tried to play one over the top, which you know you're not going to get when Martinez is in goal for Villa. He plays his sweeper keeper so well, probably better than any keeper in the league for me. And he just gifted possession back to Villa. And from there, if you look back at it, I'm pretty confident I'm right in saying this, that that's where Villa's goal came from. We could have kept hold of the ball a little bit better. And Bruno just pinged it. I know we are trying to finish the game off. 2 goals is a lot more comfortable. But there were moments, And today I just thought he was completely off it. I mean, you messaged me saying Bruno's running around like an headless chicken, Jay. And again, we've done that. Our captain has had an off game again, and we've still managed to get the result out of it. So, realistically, you look at it and go, well, credit to the rest of the team. I think everyone did their job today, Jay.
Yeah, I think everyone did their job. Look, Bruno, the head of chicken, that's been an overriding factor that we've had the last couple of seasons. I was at a training course slash camp with Barcelona last summer, and one of the coaches said, this is between an elite player and a journeyman player slash amateur player. It's not of technical ability, it's their cognitive ability to process information fast and make a decision. I think Bruno's decision making when the perfect hits the fan, I think it's quite poor. He doesn't scan the pitch for me often enough. He just plays his Hollywood ball, or aka Marcus Rashford. He runs down on Brian Daly and fed across the ball. But today, at 1-0, start the second half, the pass from Lindelof to Bruno, some people are saying online that, Lindelof played Bruno into trouble, but Bruno still had that half second to scan and see where he's playing the ball after that. So it depends whether you want to attribute blame to Lindelof or Bruno. But Bruno today, it's become, Adam, an atypical Bruno Fernandes performance. Previously, we overlooked his performances because he was getting assists, he was getting goals. You take assists and goals from Bruno, what he left with, head of chicken. And I stand by that.
Yeah, no, it was a definite concern today. If someone will soon enough rein Bruno Fernandes in and get the best out of him. I still don't think Ten Hag has managed to get the best out of Bruno. I don't, but let me know on Jay's volume. I'm in control of that. I've just upped it a little bit. Just let me know if that's okay for you guys now. I'm going to get into the comment section, guys. Let me know what you think. Bruno works so hard. He's still vital even when he's had an off day. Yeah, I'll bring up a couple of positive defensive moments for Bruno towards the latter stages of the game there as well. I do feel like he definitely played his role defensively and did some good work in there. People are saying that Rashford was worse than Bruno again. I think Rashford had some promising looking moments here and there. Nothing really to talk about. Didn't really impact the game in the second half. He was having some good moments in the first half, I thought, but he was sort of off it again. And I do believe there's an opportunity for someone on that left-hand side for Manchester United going forward. I think we've got it pretty nailed with Hojlund and Garnacho. I think Rashford is debatable right now. But, hey, we're winning games. He's part of it. And we'll go forward from here, hopefully winning the next couple and looking like we're on a serious run. And then, like right now, 5 points behind Villa, Jay. It's looking a lot more positive for us actually getting in the Champions League. A couple of wins against Luton and Fulham, which you'd expect us to get, then you really are looking in a pretty promising situation for United now.
Well, last night, Adam, we touched on this very point that Ten Hag said if it games cup final. Last night, I had notes made saying it was 14 games to go. It was actually 15 games to go. That's 45 points. So we get 30 points out of 45. We finish with 70 points. That's top four.
Yeah.
I know it sounds easier on paper, but you also alluded last night to our running. It's a very tough running.
Yes, it is incredibly tough. I mean, I mentioned the games last night and how difficult they were and what we've got coming up. It's vital we get some points on the board where we can. And February was key for that. And we're actually taking advantage of it. It's good. But what it will do is it will breed belief within this team that we can actually go forward and go on this run that we need to actually get back into the Champions League places. I think Villa are struggling. Let's not forget they have got the Conference League, which Emery will probably be looking at, and they will fall off, I feel. I don't think they've got a big enough squad to handle all of the games. And same with with Spurs and us. I feel like we, in the end, will be the ones that are fighting out for 4th and 5th place because, yeah, we've got the FA Cup. Spurs are out of that, and I've just got the league to fight for now. So that squad and a fully fit Spurs squad will be quite dangerous going forward. But still, I feel confident now we'll have Martinez coming back at the end of April, ready for some tough games in the running. That'll give us another little boost. So, all in all, I'm looking at it very, very positively at the moment. Like, we've got a really good chance going forward. But I wanted to talk to you about, again, Hojlund, 5 in a row, Jay. I don't need to say any more. I think the superlatives, we're running out of them for him now. He's found his feet. He is in great form. That's 11 for the season now in all competitions. Like I said, 5 in a row. He's already beat his total from Atalanta last season. If he can get to between 15 and 20 goals this season, I think that's a good return. But how pleasing is it to see him actually scoring goals now regularly as well? Because he has done some unsung work as well that no one talks about in these games.
Well, last night we started the show. You asked me what was the highlight of my season since January the 1st, and straight away I referenced Hojlund. I know a lot of the fans were starting to lose a bit of I suppose belief in the young gentleman, but he's a young kid. What is he? 2021. He's a young kid,
21.
and he plays with confidence. He does legitimately try and lead the line without having a backup striker or a senior striker to literally show him the ropes. So he's there leading that line at the young age. Imagine Hojlund, he continues on that trajectory in 5 years' time. I don't want to label him, Van Persie or Van Nistelrooy or Rooney class just yet, but the potential he has is absolutely massive. A lot of fans are also saying, "Oh, he's only done it in Italy. He's only doing it at Atlanta," but now he's doing it at the best league in the world. I think fans need to really cut themselves on now and get on the Hojlund train that I know you and I are on from the very, very start.
Yeah, I mean, 60 million is looking like a bargain right now. It really is. 60 million. I mean, it's money well spent. We've got him tied down to a long-term contract, not on mega bucks. We are moving in the right direction on and off the field, Jay. That's what's important right now, I feel. And I just, like I said, there are negatives there. I don't want to talk about them too much. Like we've talked about Bruno and the injuries again. Someone just asked in the chat there, is Martinez, yeah, he's out until probably April, which is sad. But if Maguire can build up this partnership now with Rafael Varane, I feel like we have got an option there in defence, and going forward we should be fine. I do believe we should be okay. Lindelof needs to stay away from the team for me. I don't like him. I've never rated him. Everyone knows this on this show. And again, if we're trying to squeeze Lindelof in at left back, we're kind of desperate, and that could be a problem for us going down the line. Hopefully, we get Aaron Wan-Bissaka fit soon, so we can get Dalot possibly over to left back and Wan-Bissaka back at right back, and Lindelof doesn't have to be on this pitch, because Luke Shaw again, that's a negative, Jay. I don't know what is going on, but half a game, he's hardly been back. There's obviously a repercussion or something's happened somewhere. Hopefully we'll hear something from Erik Ten Hag. I'll keep an eye out, guys, as well, while we're talking, if any Ten Hag comments have come out. But it's a bit of a concern, Jay, isn't it, at Luke Shaw again?
Yeah, it's very concerning. Like Luke Shaw, for me, Adam, he's never been the same since he got that horrific leg break in the Champions League when Josie was manager. I don't think he's ever been the same player. And since then, he's come into the side, shows decent enough form. He's just starting to get his fitness back, and boom, injured again. And now we're left with Dalot as the only fit senior fullback at the club. And we've lost, arguably, in my opinion, our best centre back. So to eke out a win today with the liability that is Lindelof playing left back, I think it's more testament to the commitment that I alluded to earlier on of those players. And you said there, but off the pitch, I just want to reference Hojlund. I'm sure everyone saw his off the pitch little bit of in-game off the pitch management at the end of that game, just to kill momentum, kill a few minutes,
Yeah.
a few seconds on the clock, get the better player. And that shows that you have a young lad there that is literally fighting for the badge. And that's an off-field thing that some fans don't want to see, but as an old-school football fan, I love to see it.
Yeah, a couple of quotes coming out from players and Erik Ten Hag after the game. Erik Ten Hag has come out and said Luke Shaw is precautionary. We took him off as a precautionary measure. I've not seen anything else on that, but that straight away is good. If it is just looking after him and making sure, then that's what we should be doing. Scott McTominay has come out and said, every game you win is massive for taking a step forward and confidence for the boys. It is all positive, but it is about repeating it and not getting too far ahead of ourselves when we win a few. We've got to repeat it now. Scott is basically saying everything that we want to hear. We've been hearing plenty of talking over the last few months, Jay, but no walking. I think now, like we said, this should be massive for United confidence-wise, because this is a team, like we said, Villa away from home. Last 2 seasons, we've taken a point out of 6. They've been flying this season, one of the longest running home winning records that there has been in the Premier League for Villa. We have to look at this, and like what Scott was saying there, now maybe the players will have a little bit more belief in a couple of wins, 3 wins in a row. Going forward, this should be a different Manchester United right now. And I feel more confident after a game like that anyway, Jay.
Yeah, there are certainly very compelling words from Scott McTominay. And again, here we are, Adam. We're giving Scott McTominay due credit, and we have to give it. So he knows for the squad, for their confidence, this is a tipping point game. And we said it last night. So those players, yes, the confidence starting to grow 3 wins in a row. But a player like Scott McTominay, he's going to keep his feet firm in the ground. He wants Champions League football. I just hope tomorrow's obviously recovery day, but when you go back in on Tuesday, it's okay, move on, next game, 3 more points.
That's it. It's like 5 points still away from Aston Villa. There's still a lot of work to do. It's like, yes, 3 wins in a row. Don't settle on that. You can't settle on that. Before, we've settled on 1 win. We've had a win. We've had a bad result. We had a win. We had a bad result. It's just like, yeah, we're okay now. We've got a bit of space. No, it's not. This is just the norm. You need to be winning week in, week out. And now, with 3 wins in a row, significant ones, with scoring goals as well, I feel like now that's where we should be. And like when someone talks like Scott McTominay did there, you can actually feel it more. It's like, right, yes, it's sinking in finally. Why has it taken half a season to get to this level? That's the concern. It's like, Jesus, why have we been waiting for this sort of consistent performance for so long? It's like, what was going on? But Ten Hag has said it. He called it out last year. He said, we'll be better with all of our players back. He started getting players back, and that's unbeaten in 2024. So did Ten Hag get it right, Jay?
Well, based on the last 3 wins, yeah, he got it right. And you and I and everybody watching, we have criticised his in-game management and substitutions today. He got it spot on, and we got to commend Tanag for that. But that being said, there's still 14 cup finals to go. I agree with what you said. Villa most likely will fall off because of their Europa League commitments, and Emery will try and go out and win that. But the biggest threat we have now is Spurs. I think this will be the first season in my living memory that Spurs won't be Spursy and won't fall off. They're our biggest threat at top 4 right now.
Definitely. Yeah, Spurs, I feel, are the ones we need to look out for. The top 3 are just all in fantastic form right now. I think they're gone. It's out of there. We've got 2 places to play for, 4th and 5th. Villa, United, Spurs. I think they're the teams. I think Newcastle, 2 hit and miss. They're all over the place. They're falling away. They could make a late charge. They could have a say in things. I mean, they've got to come to Old Trafford yet towards the back end of this season. That's another big game for United that we've got to get through. So, yeah, looking at this, I'm going to go, we are in the right position now, squad-wise. As long as, like Martinez, setback with Martinez, setback with Shaw. It's precautionary for Shaw, and Martinez will come back. So, yes, I do believe that we are over the worst of what this season has to bring. The luck has gone the opposite way, which is good for us. And I can't see Manchester United falling away now. I feel like they've got the bit between the teeth. I feel like Ten Hag has got the players he wants in the club. January, we got rid of quite a few. Maybe things that were going on behind the scenes. He's dealt with the Rashford issue. Rashford is still out of form for me and doesn't deserve to be in that starting lineup, but there isn't anyone really better at the moment. So yeah, we are working with what we've got. Maybe not having as many squad members around is helping us right now. Maybe it's bringing us closer together as a squad. Lee Brown, welcome to the members club, gifted by Jens. Thanks for that, Jens. Thanks for all the donated memberships and super chats today, guys. Thank you so much. But yeah, I mean, actually, Jay, I know we talked about Maguire being man of the match, but was there anyone else for you that deserved man of the match? Was there anyone else out there you thought was better than Maguire?
I think Manu today is the unsung hero.
I
Very
thought it
tight
was
in the ball.
good, yeah.
His passing was crisp. He also did not. He Whenever he lost the ball, I think he lost the ball 3 times. Somebody in the chat will probably correct me, but from what I saw, he lost it 3 times. And every time he lost it, he sprinted back straight away and tried to win it back again. And that goes back to the commitment levels that we've asked for. So for me today, Manu was Youngstown hero. He won't get the prize because he did the simple things and did them well. Roy Keane was asked in one of the interviews with Gary Neville. He asked what was the basics of his career, and literally it was pass, win the ball, and fight. And that's what Corbini did today. So for me, unsung hero.
Yeah, definitely. A few people calling out Daloa's a definite contender for man of the match as well. The ball in for McTominay was an absolute peach. And 2 goals from crosses today. A goal, Jay, from a set piece. Again, that's 2 away games in a row where we've scored from a corner. Can you believe it, mate? Can you believe it?
Yeah. Like how many years ago, must have been during the Solskjaer era that we brought in a set piece specialist and we went through, I think, almost a season where I scored from a corner kick. And now we've got 2 goals, 2 games, and set pieces. So I think possibly Ten Hag having that full week practically on a training ground, week in, week out, in all European football, he can drill them on corner kicks and free kicks. Because previously, you're playing a game, you've got a recovery day. You're going in then after recovery day, you're building back up again. So how many high key sessions was Ten Hag able to do last season and up to Christmas? I think now he actually finally has the time in the training ground, and that 3 games has paid dividends.
Yeah, that's it. We've asked for it. We've asked to see more, haven't we? Now we've got time on the training ground. I think we actually are seeing it. I think we're getting some results coming through now. So yeah, I am absolutely buzzing with that. I totally agree with Kobe Mainu being unsung. Graham is disagreeing completely, saying he was nowhere near man of the match. Stop blowing smoke up his ass. Graham, calm down. He was good today. We're not blowing smoke up his ass. We're just saying he's doing the right things that he should be doing. He's doing basic stuff, which a lot of players haven't done this season. I thought, personally, for me, I thought Casemiro was excellent today. I do. I thought Cas had a outstanding game of football. I thought he was unlucky to get that yellow card. I thought Cas should have been booked and probably sent off later on for his second yellow. I thought he was that player of experience that we needed again in the middle. I thought controlling the midfield. I thought we won the midfield battle in big spells, important spells in the game. As it was getting a bit tight towards the end, I thought the midfield definitely stepped up and battled us through to the end of that game for me. So yeah, I was buzzing with Casemiro today. I thought Varane was solid today. No one's talked about Varane. I thought he won a lot of balls in the air. I thought he was composed. I thought again he was battling hard. When I seen Lindelof warming up, I thought, oh, here goes Varane again. And yeah, I was like, oh God, Shaw. I don't know if I'm more concerned it's Shaw if it would have been Varane. But hey, the news of what Ten Hag has come out with after the game, he's obviously buzzing. He's brought Shaw off as a precaution as well. So more good news there. Hopefully Shaw will be available again for the game against Luton at weekend. So yeah, positive. And like the chat says there, Anana for man of the match. I'm going to actually just put a poll up for you guys right now just to see who you think man of the match was. Man of the match today. So who are let's go Anana, Maguire, definitely. I think a lot of people have been shouting out Dalot for one. And I'm going to put, let's just say the goal scorer, Hojlund again. I think they're the top names that have been spoken about. So let's go Poll is up right now for your man of the match, guys. Let me know who you think was the outstanding party in Manchester United's team today. I think it's going to be a close one, this, personally. Out of them four, Jay, who would you go with, actually, for your man of the match? I can't even remember if you've actually said this or not. But Onana, Maguire, Delo, Hojlund. Who would you go with, Jay, out of them?
The words I'm about to say, I thought I would never utter on a live stream with you, Adam. Harry Maguire, man of the match.
Yeah.
Clip that up.
I was, yeah. I would definitely say, Maguire. I think he was mine. I said it in the game, watching it. I said Maguire was the standout for me. I'm going to stick with that. I was pleased, really happy with Onana's performance. I thought his handling was excellent today. I thought he even came and claimed some balls. He made some crucial saves. The one from McGinn in the first half that was just moving in the air, the ball, it was like, wow, he's done well to get anything on that. That was an absolute thunderbolt. So on that, and then the save where he collided with Dalot as well. I think, was it Watkins who went through on that one? I thought Onana, again, deserves massive credit for them. Big saves in the first half, couple in the second half. Couldn't do anything with a goal. That was just poor defending. That one little switch-off moment we had at the back, and we got punished for that. But, hey, I'm really happy with the defence and how we've come out with that today. It could have gone, when it went to 1-1, it could have gone either way, and we could have been looking at one of them games that we've give away again where we've been leading and we've just thrown it all away. But I'm taking the 2-1 win against Villa. I'm running right now. I'm running away with it. Give the video a like, guys, please. We're almost at the 200 mark. Thank you so much for being with us and watching. Get all your comments coming in. I'm going to come to your chat right now. We're going to ask any questions from me and Jay. Sim said, Mainu is 18 and the fans need to stop overhyping him up. Just watch him grow without the hype. It's going to happen, Sim. We're talking about players here. He's in the first team squad and he's playing well. So we're going to talk well of him. We're not hyping him up. We're just saying that he is playing well amongst everybody else. If that's classed as hype, then yeah, well, I don't care, really. Honestly, people look at it too much sometimes the other way as well. I understand the hype factor. That's just why I've said we don't give him that contract. Let him just play what he's doing. Let him do what he's doing now. He'll grow on his own easily. We did very considering both Casemiro and Mainu got yellows. We did well in that midfield, not getting a red card. You're right, Stephanie. A couple of players on yellows were definitely dicing with death a little bit there. Okay, Barry might says the difference in the team and results has been down to Casemiro. I do think he has added that little bit of steel and experience in there. Now let's go and smash Luton. Love that comment. Great result. Dalot was man of the match, says Carl. Mainu is doing his job, says Stephanie. Has Maguire ever been fast in his life, says Dobby. No, but hey, as long as he reads the game, he doesn't need to be quick. That's the hardest part of the game. And I think he did it absolutely exceptional today. Maguire, for me, man of the match. I'm keeping with it. I am. We'll do the player ratings. That'll be coming up a little bit later, guys, as well. So stay tuned for that. And obviously give me your proper scores on that one. But Ten Hag, Jay, it's looking very good for him right now. He's turned it around and we are looking now like we should just be talking football and not about other managers possibly coming into United. We have an opportunity here to finish the season strong, and it's looking more and more likely now that Ten Hag, I know things can go wrong again, yes, but we've seen a reaction from the players. I think that's the biggest thing, Jay.
Well, all the talk pre-Christmas was Ten Hag, dead man walking, who's going to step into the breach if he's sacked, and come next season, who'd manager of the club. Adam, we both said it ourselves on record that if he doesn't get top four, he will get the bullet, and I stand by that statement. But taking in context the form that team has displayed over the last 3-4 games, he has turned the ship around, but now he's got to keep the ship on his course to top four. Or I firmly believe if he doesn't get it, he will be sacked. But credit to him so far.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel like he is 100% on track right now with this team. He's turned it around, like someone said there, Maria says there. 33 goals in the Premier League. Middle of February, we had 23. We've turned it around. We're scoring goals, we're winning games, and that's what we didn't have early on in the season. And we are officially off negative goal difference for the first time in God knows how long I can remember this season. It's been painful sat there on minus goal difference for so long. We're now level, back to level par. Hopefully we can beat Fulham and Luton now at the end of this month and finish on a high. But guys, that pretty much is the end of the reaction show. Thank you so much for tuning in. All super chats, new members, all of your comments, guys. Don't forget to keep putting your comments in when the video goes up on YouTube as well. If we have missed some, we just got that much content to get through. I'm going to do the player ratings. That will also be up a little bit later on. Jay, 2 days in a row we've had you on, mate. We've got it working now. Good to have you back with your opinions, my man. Thanks for coming on again.
Pleasure, Adam, as always. And look, it's always good to be here. And being here in a positive manner, because I feel people think that I'm very critical by nature. No, I'm not. I'm actually a very, very positive individual. It's just that the last couple of years, Adam and I have had that much to give credit to. But 3 wins out of 3. The credit to our players, so is the manager. And we move on.
That's the one. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. A bit later on, we'll have the player ratings up as well. A positive day for Manchester United. Roll on to Kenilworth Road and Luton this weekend. Can we make it 4 in a row? I'm confident we can. We have got the bit between our teeth now. United are scoring again and United are getting 3 points again. Great result against Villa today. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you later on and we'll be back live tomorrow midday.